What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Don Jaye. Now, today we are joined with a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Troy Simone. Nice to meet you guys.
All right. Now, you watched or you did one video already about red pill. Are you getting more familiar with what red pill content is?
I am. I'm learning slowly but surely.
All right. So today's video we're about to do is why black women act more feminine than with white men. What are your initial thoughts with that statement? Or with that question?
I would say maybe because, for majority white men, they're more successful. So I feel like women may feel like they have something to prove or like a certain standard.
Okay.
Whether it's getting approval from his mom. Or, anybody, his family, whoever. But it's just like, you kind of want to prove that, you can be up class, high class, too, in that sense.
Okay, let me do a pushback before you continue. Do you feel like success is the leading thing for a woman to respect you?
I would say it plays a big factor.
Oh, okay. So the more successful someone is, the more respect you're willing to give that someone versus the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because if you know that person is established, it's like, okay, I have something to gain, I have something to learn. It's something that you could teach me. Let me just be receptive to the information.
Gotcha.
Versus somebody who doesn't have it going on, does it, and they're not successful. It's like, all right, bro,
I ain't got nothing to learn from you,
right,
type of thing.
we're just gonna get me.
I'm not gonna be okay, yeah, okay. And what else were you about to say after that?
I think I was gonna say, in reference to this, just compared to being around a black man, I feel like some women may get more aggressive. I've noticed.
Why do you think that is? Just out of your gut feeling or mental thinking.
For me, I feel like I've been there before. Just because it's sometimes with man, you gotta just be a little tougher. You gotta show that little tougher skin, because if not, they may try to walk all over you, and you gotta let them know this ain't that.
Wait, what?
You gotta let them know.
Hold on. So you don't feel. So you saying men in general, or are you saying black men?
Black men.
Okay. So why do you feel like that with black men versus with white men or other women, men of a different race?
Okay, I'm saying this because I've talked to a white guy before, so it's just I feel like they come off as sweeter, more gentle.
Okay.
So it's you kind of match that, but some black guys, they come off as a little bit more tougher. So you be like, damn, I'm tough.
Oh, so you try to raise your toughness too, to match their toughness in a sense.
Yeah, sometimes it depends, because there's some guys whose energy can just make you submit, make you want to be feminine. But then there's some guys where it's you feel like you gotta kind of challenge just a little bit, just a little bit, just to see how they come in. Can you handle me?
All right. Well, let's jump into the video and see what she's talking about.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Who Swirls, Chris Karazin. Hello, Beyond Black and White Elite. And I am broadcasting from our beautiful Pink Pill Retreat location. And I want to just do a quick, just so you guys can see the beautiful beauty of it all. Look.
Okay.
Feminine, right? And that's exactly what we're talking about today. A lot of people complain that black women who have previously expressed masculine energy when it comes to relationships seem to all of a sudden, out of nowhere, when they get with non-black men, are so feminine. And it's I don't understand. Black women are so hard, and they get with a white man and they get all soft, they act different. I have an explanation for this, and when I explain this to you, it's going to make a whole lot of sense.
Okay.
In order for femininity to manifest, there first needs to be a sense of security that the woman feels, a sense of safety, and a genuine interest in her welfare. When a woman, no matter what race, feels safe, secure, and knows that the person that is with her is genuinely concerned for her welfare, then a certain yielding process happens. So femininity, what it is a yielding. It is an abdication of really your own self-protective energies. You are trusting the person you are with enough so that you can yield to that feminine energy, because you don't feel like you need to be responsible for everything.
What are your thoughts on all that so far? The safety and security, equal feminine energy, the yielding, all that.
I would say that's true.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like biting off of what I said earlier, like when the dude is a little bit more like understanding, compassionate, like softer, it makes you feel like, you know, like, dang, like, you know, he cares or he'll protect me. But it's like off rip for some black guys, it's like, all right, like, you know, prove yourself. Let me see.
Okay.
How you're coming. Let me see. And then it's like once he shows that protective energy, I feel like it's easier to submit.
Got you. So you feel like if a guy has more, what is like security for you? Is it just financially wise, or is it like
not even as much? I would say like reassurance.
Okay.
Listening. Just like.
So
yeah.
security in the relationship. Got you. Okay.
Relationship, courtship, whatever, friendship, whatever it is.
Okay. Okay. All right.
You guys need to understand that femininity cannot exist in its real form unless masculinity exists. So the people who want to get on black women about not being feminine and being hard, I want you to go back to what I said at the beginning, that in order for femininity to thrive, there needs to be a sense of security and safety. So I want you to think about a black woman's everyday existence, especially if she's living in neighborhoods that are you know, urban neighborhoods where there's crimes, etc., inner city neighborhoods.
I have thought of a question. Do you feel like you need a man for security and safety?
No.
Okay.
I feel like maybe at a time in my life I definitely did. But it was like, I feel like God literally stripped me of like everything that I thought I needed to show me like I only need him. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then how is a guy supposed to feel safety and security if you feel like you don't need him to do that?
Because it's one thing to like to feel like I don't need him to do it, and then it's just another thing to know that he's still gonna do it, but I appreciate it.
Got you. Okay.
Cause
I'm trying to understand what, because what my thought process is, it's like 2020, so you don't need a man to obviously fight for you, stuff like that, because you can just call the police or things like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then nowadays, a lot of women are actually more successful than men. They're going to school more than men. They have better jobs. They're getting to a point. Not even getting to. I think it's almost to a point where it's basically equal. Yeah. So I'm just trying to think about where a guy would fit into that to add safety and security into a woman's life.
Unless the woman is like very self-sufficient and like I got it on my own, I feel like, you know, in that case it may be hard to break down those walls, but I feel like for a woman that knows who she is and what she's made of, but like also knows that there's someone out there for her and like, you know, that she can open that door. Okay. That's a good balance.
Okay. All right.
Walking down the street, being all girly and feminine and yielding and trusting can get you hurt. All right? It is not the right environment to express femininity because these women do not feel safe. So what you're seeing when when non-black men are dating black women who previously expressed masculine energy, all of a sudden seeming to just change overnight, is that the change and the yielding and the submission happens because they feel safe, protected, and special. So the energy that people feel entitled to having without properly expressing the masculinity is the problem. People want femininity to exist in and of itself, and that is just not the way that it works. The universe seeks a balance, a yin and a yang. So you can't have a truly feminine woman if she's not paired with a truly masculine man. And to ask for black girls and women to behave like soft white women who, quite frankly, have more safety and security and a sense that they are special, more so than black women do, is kind of unfair.
Okay, in your past, you said you have dated a white man. How was that compared to the black man that you date? Or was there any difference?
I don't think there was a big difference. Like, just for me, because the guys I dated, they were good guys. They treated me very well with respect. So I would say not that much of a difference. But I feel like her making it about race shouldn't be the case when it's like based off of masculinity, like she said.
What do you mean?
Just like the more confident, assertive, like manly a guy is, and like, you know, he lets it be clear, like I said, assurance, or he lets it be clear that he can provide and all that I feel like, yeah, that sparks femininity.
So okay, so for you personally, if you were with a quote unquote masculine guy, does that make you more feminine, or does that make you more masculine?
Definitely more feminine, because it's like, okay, I can relax, like sip my wine, like knowing
and let him be extra.
I'm in good hands. But if it's a guy that's like, you know, pretty questionable, it's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm gonna try you.
Oh, okay. So if the guy is a little bit too feminine, you like, I'm not really with it, I can try you type, or what?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just there's no like certainty there.
Gotcha.
I feel like I can't rely on you. Like, I gotta call somebody else if somebody knocking on the door. You acting scared? Well, I'm scared. So
you get it this time. I got it last time. Okay, got you. So what constitutes masculine for you personally?
Confidence.
Okay. And then what constitutes feminine for you personally?
See, I'm very observant. So even the things that you aren't saying, I'm seeing. So it's like, I can just tell, like, a guy that's like truly like, I don't know, like real timid, really uncomfortable, really like insecure. Like, that stuff doesn't make me feel confident in you as a man.
Okay, so being confident in of your manliness for you makes them masculine.
Yes. I love, that's very attractive. Confidence. Even if you're so nervous, just wear it. Just wear your confidence.
Okay. All right.
There's been guys that are just like so not my type, or like so whatever, but their confidence, I'd be like,
made you attracted to them person. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
It's extremely unfair. And the expectation that black women are somehow supposed to be superhuman and manifest all of these qualities and energies without the necessary framework is asking a lot. And in most cases, asking too much.
Okay, so I think what she's saying is, for a woman to be feminine, there has to be like a framework, quote unquote, for the woman to be feminine. Do you find that to be the case? Meaning, like, the guy has to have the structure for you to come into the structure and be feminine, versus you're feminine and kind of on your own.
I feel like I feel like that can be true.
Okay.
There's this guy I was talking to like a while ago in the past, whatever, and he lived in Buckhead. He had like a G-Wagon, like he had a nice spot, the vibes. He had a whole bar, like it was. I was like, okay, so I actually felt more like,
got you. So money plays a huge role in your submissiveness and your flirtiness and your feminine energy.
I hate to say it, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let's keep it real. All right, say that.
Think about you asking a black woman who lives in south side of Chicago to be soft and feminine and girly. She walks down the street looking soft, feminine, and girly and yielding. What do you think the outcome will be?
Bad.
Does that make her vulnerable to people who will take advantage of that? Absolutely. So the expectation that black women are going to just naturally have this is absurd and it's unfair.
So I'm seeing that she's just saying niggas are broke. That's what the vibes that I'm getting, that she's saying that niggas just don't have the structure for a woman to be feminine. Let me process that for a second.
I would say, like, and based off of what she just said, like, I would say that's partly true, because even like a certain side of town, like that my sister's on, like she was like, Simone, don't don't walk around here smiling, looking too happy, looking. I'm just
because
like,
they'll look
why?
at you as weak. Yeah, and that's easier targets. Gotcha.
They want to steal your joy. Like, why she happy? Like, I'm not happy. So it's like you're very vulnerable. So definitely that plays a part. Like your background, your upbringing, all that.
Okay. So to sum up this, because let me hear her out a little bit more.
And here's a little tidbit that you might not realize. When people in our community congratulate or uplift non-black women who appear to be more feminine, what these guys are doing are basically praising that non-black person's cultural, the patriarchy in which they come from, because the woman whom they are referring to, who they are praising, feels that she is safe, she feels secure, she feels special. And when you say these other women of other races are so much more feminine, what you're really saying is that the framework that the males of our culture have laid down do not allow for that. And so while you are trying to insult black women, you don't even realize that what you're doing is insulting yourself or showing the weakness that you're displaying right now, because you don't really understand. You feel you are entitled to an energy that you have not earned. So when you see black women happy, carefree, submissive, and yielding to men of other races, you might want to think next time, is she really just acting different because he's a white guy and we're just a bunch of bed wenches and that's all we do anyway? Or maybe, just maybe, that man makes that black woman feel safe, secure, and special.
She would have a white guy seamlessly in her picture. Oh, that might be something else, but okay, never mind. Never mind.
Tried it.
Yeah, I tried it. All right, so what are your overall thoughts about this video?
I would say it's definitely about the woman's comfortability.
Yeah.
Whether she may be scarred from something in her past with men, or just the men she talks to doesn't give her enough assertiveness. It's like you can't submit or let loose around that person
if you're not comfortable.
Right.
And
you have that wall up.
No,
Yes.
no. I actually thinking about the whole thing. I do agree that you need the framework to be comfortable, to be submissive, to be, and honestly, it's the same thing with guys. You not obviously a guy is not going to cry, you know, in front of a woman that he barely knows versus a woman that he can feel comfortable with. Maybe he built up a long relationship with.
Right.
Then he might be more willing to cry and show emotions. So yeah,
You said it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree. So where can they find you?
My Instagram is Troy Simone, Troy_SIMONE, and Troy is TROI. And also, if you're in Atlanta, I do lashes as well, so hit me up.
All right, it's your boy Don Jaye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like it. If you want to follow her, the links will be in the description below. Overdose. I'm out. Peace.